Craig.
All right, Craig.
You didn't have to yell it.
Get it, Craig. Get it.
Your volume's a little bit low on your side.
I know. I gotta shout right. Mouth up on the mic.
Oh, you're away from the mic. That's why.
Yeah, I'm shutting the door. How's that better?
Sounds great.
Sweet.
No, your voice sounds good.
I'm telling you, this Rockville mic that we got. It's solid.
Like it sounds like, like a DJ.
Hey, 1 2 1 2. We're gonna pull out
Next
Cinnamon
on the main
stage. Yeah, we both went right into. Let's say hello to Cinnamon
And Candy.
Hoo-ha. Watch out,
He left
boys.
home
These
early.
are.
Daddy wasn't home.
Yeah. Watch out, boy. We got twins.
The only thing I notice is if you come away from the mic or get too close, there's some reverb.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like that sounds good.
Oh, really? Oh, I think it's because, like, what was it? I have to talk real calm. But then once I start talking louder, there's reverb. I know.
Is it reverb or does it like it almost like it cuts out, or is like that my connection?
Hold up. I'm balancing everything out right now. We'll just start from there, and I'll test it later on to try to find the actual good settings. How about now? Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sweet. Because I'd rather be like, what was it? I'd rather have my voice be too low, and then that way, what was it? I could just bring up the volume louder when we download the whole thing from Discord. So
Okay.
So yeah.
Sounds good.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I'm excited. We got it. Oh shit, I just smacked the shit out of my.
Like we're famous.
This is it. Sold, done, deal. Yay. I say to get us on a subject, you're not downer subject at that. Totally called it on what was it? Fucking what happened in Iran and that plane that fell. Or it fell in quotations.
Yeah.
That's wild. We were talking about that and we were trying to record it. I still have that recording. I'm probably not going to use it. But yeah. Like we were talking about it, and what was it, like the next like latest news was like, yeah, the Ukraine plane went down 176, and then Iran admitted to them shooting it down, and now it's just a complete uproar happening there.
Oh yeah, they've been rioting for the last few days.
Yeah,
there's been rumors of protesters getting shot already.
I wouldn't be surprised if what was it, like people from China and people from Iran, they try to band together or something. Because I mean, you literally have two dictators sitting right next to each other.
Yeah, Iran's dictator was like, I don't understand why Trump doesn't like me. I have I have all the good stuff as a dictator.
Yeah,
like I suppress speech, rights, throw people in jail for no reason.
Like, dude, like what I've been hearing about the way the people are describing you, it sounds like you're just like me. Like we should be friends. What's going on here?
Yeah, he almost sounded jealous because he was like he likes Kim Jong-un and some of these other dictators. It's like, Why didn't he like me?
What the hell, man? Is it the way I dress? Like,
we could switch it up.
Come on, man. You can't get tied down to one dictator. This is a polyamorous relationship. You gotta fuck with all of us.
Yeah, with them, and then the plane goes down, and
Yeah.
they immediately is like, we don't know what happened. This is Iran to a T. We don't know what happened.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We did shoot it down,
But and like
and
there was
now,
nothing after that.
and now they've got 6 people that they're going to put to death, like that they're going to put on trial, and they're going to have an open trial that the world can see.
Oh my goodness. They're gonna live stream it. They're gonna put it on Twitch.
Who knows?
Wild.
I've heard, as far as Twitter goes, it's, the gamut of opinions.
Right.
It's like, did they get protesters? I've heard those poor bastards. Like, yeah. It's like, you told me to fire the button. Yes, we told you to fire the button, but not then. No. You clearly said.
We have it right here. You
fire.
said this.
Yeah. Then I saw something today where there was somebody that tried to blame the U.S. for shooting it down.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
because we felt like it was a jet taking off.
Oh, get out of here! No, like what was it? People are using the argument of back in the '80s, where what was it? Of
The
when
U.S.
we actually,
shot it.
yeah, where we shot people down, and people are trying to say like, yeah, so why are Americans freaking out then? I'm like, oh, so this just simply doesn't count. Like everyone, like, don't worry, everybody. Everyone gets one. Everybody gets one shot down. Okay.
Yeah, Russia.
Everyone gets a free pass. Everyone's allowed to
Russia and the
shoot down
Ukraine.
one. Everyone gets to shoot down one plane. We're still trying to figure out that whole Malaysia issue to see who took down that one, but that one's a mystery. We probably think that China did that. Their social media.
I'm not sure what happened to that one.
Aliens.
I don't think they ever found the transpond or ever found the black boxes, did they?
No. Oh, did you see that with what was it? Was it ABC or NBC? One of those shows that just thrives off of making stupid shows. They're making
MSNBC.
something. Basically, like, what was it? There's this show literally that based off the Malaysia airplane disappearing, that plane comes back. And the passengers are just thinking, like, no, right? This is just like basically the commercial starts off with the captain saying, like, or like the guys in the air tower saying, like, hi, yeah, can you identify yourself, plane? Oh yeah, this is a Malaysian Airlines 316. Yeah, we're ready for land. It's just like, what? It's like, yeah, no, we're here to land. So what are you talking about? And then, like, they land them, and then they realize, like, yeah, this is the actual plane that disappeared. And now it's the whole show of like the passengers land and they're all thinking like, no, it's just like a 3-hour flight, right?
That was a movie.
Was it a movie?
Yeah.
Oh
that was
my
a movie.
gosh.
I do not remember what movie it is, but it was a movie.
I thought it was a show that they try to do where it's like the passengers land and now they have to deal with the fact that, like, oh, my wife is like married to another guy now, my daughter, whatever, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And it's everyone trying to get back into life, but it's just the fact that, like, like 10 years went by.
It was a time movie.
Yeah.
This one was. And what happened was, in the future, they were running out of people. Like viable, obviously sperm donors, or people to procreate, because the population in the future was failing. So they had come up with time travel, so they knew about history. So every time, like, a plane or some type of bad accident was going to happen, they time traveled and started snatching the people off the plane.
Oh, there was
They get them off the plane and bring them in through, whatever time machine or portal it was, and bring them into the future.
That's wild.
It's a good concept for a movie.
Yeah. What was it? There was a show that I watched with who's the actor who played the killer in There's Something About Mary, the private investigator guy.
Matt.
He was in what was it? He was in The Outsiders. The guy who gets shot up, Johnny.
Yeah.
No, not Johnny. No, not Johnny. It was the other guy.
I know who you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, that actor.
Oh my gosh.
He plays in a show called like Twin Peaks. And yo, the premise of this show was wild. At least how they showed it. It was like the best way to show a twist. And I absolutely loved it. Basically, it was the fact that he got into a wreck or something, and then he wakes up in this town. The town's acting all weird. Like every now and again they like kill somebody or whatever in the town. And then he like comes to find out, it's just like, like what the hell is going on? I gotta get out of this town. And like people are saying, like, no, you cannot leave. You please do not leave. And then everyone, like, there's a few people who are acting like they kind of know what's really going on. And come to find out, and I'm gonna like, you don't mind if I actually spoiled this for you?
Yeah, spoil it.
All right,
I love spoilers.
Yeah, people are gonna hate us for this because you and I are the exact same. We tell no, please.
Like, you don't hold out, just spoil the whole thing.
Yeah, drop it. But lo and behold, old boy, like the way he finds out is this like scientist guy comes out when like he's starting to wreak havoc and stuff. He comes to his jail cell and he's like, "I need to show you something," and he goes and this is where like his family comes in also, and they're real smart with the show because they show his family like going on like trying to figure out where he's at because he's been missing for a couple of days, and they go back to him inside the town and stuff, and the family goes searching for him and they get into a wreck, and then basically the kid is in school while the guy and they're doing this scene very cool. The guy's talking to the doctor, and the kid's in a classroom, and the classroom's being taught what's really happening. And the lady says, "Hey, you see this fossil? What's familiar with it right now?" And it shows this rock with this circular pattern into it, and they zoom in a little bit more, and then it shows a quarter, like an imprint of a quarter in a stone. And it's just like, wait. How is a quarter fossilized? She's like, yeah, it's actually about like 100 and something years into the future. And we've been cryo keeping people in this area. And this doctor is trying to like rebuild people. But every time that he actually tries to like tell people what's going on, they end up losing their shit. So now he did it way too many times. So now he's just trying to let people live out their lives and say like, hey, you can't leave, you can't really leave the town. We're going to try to repopulate. And the way that they're actually doing is teaching the kids first. So the kids live out their normal lives, knowing all this fucked up shit. And there's only like maybe like 3 other adults in the town that know like really like, oh shit. Like, and like basically like the rest of the world is like apocalyptic and filled with these like nasty ass monsters. It gets real sci-fi real fucking quick, and it's awesome.
Sounds good.
I haven't finished the series. I think it's why do I think it's called something very familiar, like Twin Peaks or something like that?
Probably
like,
Twin Destinies or
what was the actor's name so I can look up this show?
It was Matt something.
Not Matt Damon.
I know. Yeah. Hold on. Like, can we?
Matt Dillon. I'm losing you.
You can do it. Matt Dillon. Yeah.
Hold up.
We're like, what's
okay,
that? You're losing me?
You just went like,
hello.
You went real nasty there for a second. Like it was slowing down, and then you fast forward real quick. So my bad. It was Matt Dillon. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So okay, Matt Dillon. What was it? Show Wayward Pine. That's what it was. Wayward Pines. Why did I think it was Twin? Oh yeah, because Twin Peaks was kind of pseudo in the forest, little town area. Wayward Pines has the exact same process to it. Yeah.
You pick up the rain while I'm out here? Can you hear it?
Only when you're talking. And like it's
okay.
just yeah, it's just like a little bit of like white noise or something, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, because I'll come closer. Because for some reason, different spots in the room give give a wayward internet connection.
That's weird. So It says it only has 2 seasons. Did it get canceled? Wayward Pines canceled?
It sucks. That gets canceled right before they find out.
Oh hell yeah. Let's see. Fox has pulled the plug on Wayward Pines, the drama series from the filmmaker M. Night Shyamalan. After 2 seasons.
Shamalama ding dong.
Shamalalalala. The mystery serial aired in the summer of 2015 and 2016 hasn't been on air for nearly 18 months. And this article came back in 2018, so it's not coming
You're
back.
doing great.
It was a great concept for the show, but I guess it got fucked. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Damn.
I'm pissed off.
Especially with that great of a concept. I wonder, you know what it was? Like I was watching it for the first season. I think I got all the way up to the point where they did the big reveal. And I was like, oh, this is a really great show. And then I think college happened. And then so I didn't continue it. But I wonder if season 2 is just real shit and they just didn't know how to take it. Damn.
Probably. Or it got real weird and went 3 different ways.
Yeah, they didn't know where to take it.
Well, they did it so they could get a 3rd season out of it.
Well, see, like
some writers will do that,
Right. What you need to do is, I feel like how shows should handle it is, like what was it? Judging a show for its first season is probably the stupidest thing. It's the first season is the rough draft. It's you figuring out the characters, you're figuring out the environment, a bunch of new stuff is happening. Like that's how usually it is. Then like season 2, you focus mainly on like I would say like lore or like if you're doing like Modern Family, you focus on the relationship between the characters. You really solidify those.
Yeah, you always do a fill out on the 2nd season.
Right.
And then you kind of create a storyline on the end.
Yeah, and then you start adding some long-term stuff by the end of season 2 so you can start
or you do like Stranger Things. Put all your eggs in one basket.
Fuck.
Run it through. And then the last thing you show that it's still alive on the end. It's almost like Friday the 13th.
Well, yeah, I think like no matter what they have always like I think that series definitely took a lot from the old scary films. It's just the premise like you can by watching one just old school slasher film, you could congeal that all into a Stranger Things season. Of course, Stranger Things is definitely more complicated, of course, but I think you can simplify it to just a 1980s slasher theme. But what was it? One thing that
you're like, oh my gosh, they beat it. It's over.
Right. Well, what was it? At the end of
Oh no, it's not.
Right. At the end of like season 1, you do like, half your episodes is, probably some random BS, setting up some stuff, a little bit of an attention getter and stuff. But like those last few seasons, or maybe the last episode, I mean, fuck, Game of Thrones, cutting off the main, like you show the main head guy on the cover. Look at this guy. Doesn't he look important? Doesn't it look like this whole show's about to be about him? Fuck that. No. Cut off his head first season. On the last episode. This is Game of Thrones. Like, all right, solid. Stranger Things. Oh, you thought the kids got rid of the monster? Hell no. They got to deal. They just brought in a whole nother dimension on their shit. Fuck yeah. Wayward Pines.
Then you saw what the death of you know the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like
It set
like
the premise.
I thought it was just creative, just murdered it.
Well, like, and
it's like Star Wars. It's like Skywalker. They
yeah.
killed it.
Well, like the thing
If
was,
you're a real if you're a real Star Wars fan and stuff like that, and you see this last one, you're like, what just happened? Like, what the just happened?
I was going to say, yeah, didn't they end the whole thing with them like being lovers and then like what was it, they both died or something like that, right?
No, like, yeah, like I guess, like now I'm having trouble remembering,
Right.
like, but it was like, yeah, like you brung Kylo Ren back.
Yeah, like he ends up being a good guy. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, even Darth Vader, like, yeah, he had a small glimpse, but he was still a bad guy. He knew he was the captain that had to go down with the ship.
Yeah, you knew that he had to die. And when he's telling Luke at the end, he's like, come on, I want you to, I want you to live. I want you to, and he's like, I want you to, be free of this or whatever. And he's like, I am, more or less.
Come back?
And then to bring Palpatine back.
Oh yeah, how did he come back? Did he just like survive or something?
Yeah, they didn't really
Nah.
they did not even do any type of in-depth thing.
No, you know what they should have done is the fact that what was it? You need to have a big bad and keep him the big bad. Okay, you can't just have like if Kylo Ren's going to be the big bad, show me. You know what would be awesome is that fact of him falling apart. I want to use this series. You know what they should have done? They should have used this series as show me the process of becoming a Sith master. We've seen it, like we've seen the whole factor of someone becoming a Jedi master with Luke. We saw someone becoming part of the Sith through Anakin. Show me someone becoming a Sith master. Use that. Show me Kylo Ren like
right. Where was the Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah.
Of which is tons of Star Wars, fans' favorite episode.
You got Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
You got
where
Revenge
the
of the Sith.
Like, bam.
Yeah, there has to be an episode where the Sith wins, and you should have seen that with the factor of what was it? Of like maybe show me Kylo Ren like getting the red lightsaber. Show me Kylo Ren getting powerful. Show me Kylo like I don't know. I feel like that could have been an amazing like hook. Yeah, you could have done the factor of like Rey learning that maybe the factor of like her becoming a neutral Jedi and stuff like that.
Right. Because there's tons of Star Wars lore, books, fan fiction out there where some, there's tons of material out there where there's Sith Lords that could bring themselves back from death. That wasn't hooked to a machine like Palpatine was. He was hooked to a crane. It was the gayest thing ever. It was gay. He was getting like, it's like, I'm Palpatine to pass to Vader. That Vader went back to the good side, Luke was there, and okay, there's where it ends.
Yeah.
But it's just like the story's always been that there's somebody always in the background. There's always a Sith.
Oh, that would have been
that's sitting back there.
They should have brought back
I'm
Palpatine
not gonna follow
on the second episode.
That
would have been like the Sith winning with like Kylo Ren, like Palpatine helps Kylo Ren out. Big reveal. kicks the shit out of what was it, Ray, and then she's got it, like she's been destructed, she's been brought down and stuff like that. You got Kylo, you got Palpatine training up a new guy. Maybe they're bonding because they're talking about Darth Vader and some shit and stuff, and be like, yeah, he was a real cool guy. I'm gonna teach you to just be like him. And then the final thing for him to become, because it's always the Sith lore on the fact you always got to kill your master. Boom, he officially kills Palpatine. Him and Ray duke it, him and Ray duke it out. That would have been sick.
Yeah, and when it comes to the Sith, it was always the power of two. Like, that's the way the Sith roll. There was always a master, there was always an apprentice. Like, Kylo Ren should have had an apprentice. Just like there was Darth Maul that got killed. And he fell as an apprentice, and Palpatine was in the background.
Right.
You know, like, that's what I'm saying. And another good storyline, like you were talking about, is there could have been a Jedi that drew from both sides of the Force, that drew from his fear as well as his confidence. You know what I'm saying? And he
like
drew from both sides.
And that could have been the fact that, like, how Rey defeats Kylo is that it can't just be just Jedi. No, you got to use both.
And the thing was, is those stories have already been written and they're there.
Yep.
They're there. They're out there in books, comics, graphic novels. And they just didn't follow it. And they squeezed what should have been 2 episodes or an end to the third. And then they could have taken off with another 3. But they decided to end it there.
Yeah.
It's like a marketing disaster. The worst marketing mistake I've ever, like, I would have fired somebody like they fire football coaches at the end of season. Like, I'm like, look, I don't know who made this last one.
Yeah.
But you're fired.
I wish.
But nothing.
Yeah. I wish Lucas would have kept his whole idea and ran off the premise of, like, okay, Lucasfilms is going to be the next fucking Disney because I just created this whole universe. So now, you know what? How about we start making some shows? You know how badass it would have been if he already just took in the whole factor of, like, that old time Star Wars and brought, like, an old time, like, West, like, basically did the Mandalorian back, like, before the, I don't know. I feel like he could have been, like, major if he didn't sell that shit and actually went into the TV business with the Star Wars series. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because you see what Disney's doing. They're doing Kenobi, they're doing the Mandalorian. They know exactly what to do with this shit. And they're smart about it. And it's frustrating that they're doing it. Because I'm gonna watch it.
The Mandalorian's good.
Oh, I love it. I watched it all the way through. And now I can't wait for Kenobi to come out. Oh, cannot wait. On his badass adventures. And Ian McGregor's playing it. Oh, you know what? I mean, it's really tough for me to say, but I'm glad Disney, like, for one thing that I'm actually happy with, I'm glad Disney took this. Because honestly, bet money. I bet fucking money. I bet you the whole Star Wars movie production that they didn't give 2 shits about the trilogy. They knew exactly what they were doing. They're like, dude, we don't give a shit about the writing. We got the tech to make this the coolest looking, like, trilogy ever. We knock that shit out of the park. We get that advertisement going, and then we just start knocking out the shows. We put all that good writing quality, put all that good acting, and we put that into the shows. Boom, Mandalorian. Boom, Kenobi. Boom, the next Clone Wars series or some shit. I don't know. But I think, like, that's exactly what they're doing. Because now it promotes their Disney Plus and it promotes their whole Star Wars exhibit and stuff like that. And it keeps the whole Star Wars franchise moving. Bet money.
They could have. Goodness, they could have made a killing.
I wonder what other show they're going to try to do. I would love for them to try to do like a horror film in Star Wars.
Yeah. I wish they would have, you know, I wish they would have got more creative, let everybody do their thing.
Oh yeah, just like lose their shit on it. Go ahead. Like, and that's what the bullshit thing about it now is with Disney and their fucking um copyright movement. Now no one really can take Star Wars out of it now. Because now it's the fact that it's under Disney and Disney's not gonna let anyone touch any of that shit now. You know how creative people can get with some of that shit? You know, like, oh my gosh, I just realized.
Yeah, you already know.
Like a noir, like think about this, a noir type like investigation in type like Criminal Minds with Star Wars.
Yeah, they got cops.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh dude, the Cop series was amazing. I would watch 10 seasons of that.
That was so funny.
Just keep them coming.
That was like one of the best fan fiction films put out on YouTube I ever saw.
It was perfect. It looked and like what I loved about it too was the fact that not only did it look like Star Wars, but it legitimately looked like a Cops episode. That's what made it. That's what sold it with me. That you could easily get the costumes. That's fine. Get a couple children to run around in like the brown hoodies and get the stormtrooper outfits, but to really make it look like the documentary. I love the what was it? The pre-talk before all of them, just like, yeah, I got stationed out here in Tatooine. After working in the Imperial Army for a few days, it's just like, oh, I was losing it.
He's like, yeah. He goes, it's known as the asshole. It's like the asshole in space or the ass end. And he goes, but I like it, the hometown feel.
Yes. We always catch a couple of scrappers around this season. It's not too much. Just like, oh my gosh, and that's exactly I could totally picture Empire troops being like that. Just some normal dudes, just like, yeah, like when we're not fighting off Jedi.
That could be another spinoff. What did happen? That's so funny. You could do like a clone trooper thing. They look the same, but they got two different personalities.
You could totally do like a wrong, what was it, like a comedy or
Why
something
you being
like
a
that.
Dick?
Dude, we're the same fucking guy. You know exactly why. I just feel like people don't understand me. Like, dude, I literally am you. I think I know exactly what you're going through.
Oh, let me think. I know, right? You went steak tonight?
Dude, fuck yeah.
Fuck you. How
Read
did you
mind.
know that?
I am fine, motherfucker. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. You know what it could be? You can literally do like a, what was it? Like a cop series or like a Parks and Rec or Office or some shit like that. And just have it like super, just a team filled with clone troopers on Tatooine and they're just normal day jobs. Like Reno 911. Reno 911 with stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And just their shenanigans that can go through. Oh, why can't you just call it troopers?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
It'd be like, did you shoot him? Like, the blaster just went off. Like, you haven't, you've shot at everything and missed, and you hit this guy? Every time we're in a battle, you miss.
Don't start with me, man. You know I'm not good on these days. Like, boys, we gotta get our act together today. Like, what's going on? Like, Vader's coming. Oh, fuck.
Come on, guys, let's get our shit together.
Send the new guy out. I'm not talking to him, dude. Fuck that. You saw what he did.
The last guy that asked a question, he fucking force choked him.
Fuck that, man.
Do I look like I want to get force choked today?
I know you're reading my fucking mind because we're the same fucking dude. None of us wants to get force choked.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would have been amazing. Hey, man, I saw you with that girl last night. How you doing? It was all right, man. She wanted me to take the mask off, though. And I didn't want
Wasn't
to do
into it.
Wasn't into it. She wanted me to
She wanted to wear my armor.
She wanted to wear my armor. It was weird. So you talking about Stacy? Like, yeah, I fucked her. Wait a minute, she confused me with you?
Everybody comes out. We've all been with her.
Fuck! I'm surrounded by asshole. You can just keep referencing just a bunch of other people who've like made fun of stormtroopers just to kind of give them credit.
Oh yeah.
You can hit up.
You can just drop everything.
Oh yeah, you can hit up. What was it? Spaceballs, Adult Swim. Have you seen the Adult Swim skit when it was like Bring Your Kid to Work Day?
Oh no.
Yes. One of the stormtroopers brings their kid to work while they're invading the Princess Leia's ship. So he's like blasting a few dudes and he's like pushing his daughter back, like, stay back, sweetie. Daddy's gotta work. You gotta see it. Like YouTube has the whole like I think like first few episodes like Adult Swim had on Robot Chicken. You know Robot Chicken, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it was in that format with the fucking dolls and the stop motion. It is funny as hell.
I totally have to check it out.
Yeah, I'll send you everything because that shit is. What was it? Boba Fett is just like some punk ass who's just super cocky and stuff like that, and it's hilarious. They focus. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna go ahead because I was gonna switch the subject.
Oh, okay, that's funny too. Because I was just gonna tell you, like, what was it? I'm drinking some Budweiser Copper Lager. Have you tried that shit?
No, that was pretty good.
Not too bad. It's barreled in, what was it? Aged on real Jim Beam barrel.
Ooh, wee.
It's not high
Jim
alcohol
Beam.
content.
For me, like Jim Beam makes me want to like burn down small towns.
Takes you back in the day. Just like, man, I want to pillage something real quick.
Right. We should burn something, blow it up, and then burn it again.
I just see you like looking out into the distance, like you got that eye, don't you? Like, yeah, something's got to burn tonight.
Something's gonna burn.
What was it? No, it's just
catch myself on fire.
Was it a 6.2%?
What's that?
Excuse me.
Oh, 6.2. Oh, wow.
Yeah, right.
Well, beer's 5.5.
Yeah, so like something that aged in a Jim Beam usually, what was it, like Bud Light Platinum's like 12.
Yeah, it's probably sweeter. If you start getting into like some of the ales and English ales that I've had that are really good are like 12 and 14. It's like drinking a bottle of schnapps.
What was it? No, like, yeah, this thing, I'm practically eating like a loaf of fucking bread right now just by drinking this one. I could feel it.
Give me lager.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm getting those deep burps. You feel it in your chest.
Yeah, with like stouts.
They'll give you a gut.
Yeah, you'll be a fryer.
It's weird. These after they just get done drinking these beers, they just come with a stain on any t-shirt. You just wake up like, ah, fuck. Damn, I feel gross, man.
Oh, sweaty.
You just wake up the next day with a wife beater on. What the fuck is this? Damn, I'm changing.
Ooh, last Saturday, dude, I drank enough, man. That wee. I
What?
felt it. Last Saturday.
You drank a half what?
Oh, when we were up.
No. But like, what were you drinking? You said like a half Bandit.
No, I drank that Jack Apple.
Oh, I get smacked.
I bet you I put down probably like 8 beers and I think like 4 Crown and Cokes.
Hell yeah.
I was, man. I was lit by the time I went to bed. But, man, when I woke up Sunday, oh my God. I felt like just so bad. I was like, holy shit, what did I do? It's like everything took a hold after I went to sleep. Like, I felt fine, but then it like took hold. like I woke up with like a 500-pound woman sitting on my chest. Like, what the fuck happened to me? Who are you? Who am I? Who are we?
I felt like that old guy in Misery.
Oh, I woke up drunk.
I hate it when just like I wake up and I feel kind of fine. I'm just like, oh,
yeah, I'm like happy.
I'm about to get my ass kicked.
Oh yeah. By 11 o'clock that day, I went down to Ken's here and got like this double cheeseburger and fries.
Fuck. Oh my, you sick animal.
The only thing, honestly, the only thing that, you know, I should have done was like, you know, drank some water, maybe drank some beer, you know, did something other than
just
eat
right.
that.
No, because again, we have not evolved as properly as humans because of that. Just like we drink the poison, we wake up feeling like shit, and just like, you know what would be great? Fried poison. Let me just stuff it down.
Yeah, like after I ate, like I felt good for like 30 minutes. I was like, yeah, that's it, you know, I'm good. Then I was like, I'm not good. I'm like, holy shit.
That's exactly. Well, when I was in my fraternity, that's exactly what would happen when we would get just hammered, wake up drunk, and then we would go to a breakfast place. I'll get a breakfast burrito, and dude, fuck me, like the things that I'm like, there are pieces of me left in that diner back in Ball State. There are parts of Caleb that are just gonna permanently be there. I've seen my guys walk into those bathrooms and then they come back out and they just look paler and just like, oh man, you don't look too good.
Like, you want another burrito?
Rah!
Yeah, and the only thing, like, and the thing is, it's like a terrible, like, figure 8. Like, the only thing that'll bring you back is to drink.
Yeah.
You know, if you can handle it. And then, you know, you're going to get to a point in that where you're just going to, you'll feel okay, and then you'll almost feel like something's off. Like it's not as fun as it was maybe the night before. You're like, this is wrong.
Oh man, I just saw some awful news, but like not really awful news, but at least I don't know. It's a mixed pair of news. This series I've been watching called Mindhunter. which you gotta fucking see. Did I already tell you about the show?
Huh.
Oh my gosh. It fits so well because I feel like you would totally vibe with this show. Basically, it talks about in the 70s, where basically the 70s were kind of fucked because of the whole like, they didn't really have a definition for like serial killers. They were just calling it sequence murderers. This is about the somewhat true story of when the FBI got these two guys together to start interviewing all these serial killers. And it's like they Hollywood it up, but it's such a good fucking show because they talk to these like actors who play the serial killers and they look just like them. Like there's a YouTube video that compares the real interview towards like the real killer towards the actor, and it's mirrored. And like it just talks about like, why were you doing this? Why is this? Why that? And stuff. And it is fucking crazy. But lo and behold, you would have absolutely loved the show. It's on Netflix. You gotta watch it. But
Yeah.
I watched the first 2 seasons, absolutely loved it. Season 3 is on hold because the executive producer David Fincher, which by the way is a great fucking director, he's working on other projects like the fucking second season of Love, Death, and Robots. So he's holding off one show to work on another show that I really, really love, which is Love, Death, and Robots. You want to talk about, how, what was it? I'm trying to get you into anime and like animation and crazy shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Love, Death, and Robots is a whole fucking season of just crazy shit. Of just crazy animations with crazy fucking stories and stuff like that. Like one's about what was it? Like one's about 2 salesmen in a desert. Like this is kind of the shittiest. Like let me tell you the shittiest one that people normally don't like because it's just kind of out there. One of them is about 2 salesmen out in the middle of this desert, and basically the whole premise is if ghosts can haunt houses, why not the ghosts of animals can haunt areas? So basically, he was talking about this desert being an ancient ocean. And then at one of the nights when they were busted down on a road, they realized like a bunch of ghost fish just started appearing out of nowhere, and it's all bright, bright and pretty and awesome. It's really fucking cool. So, and again, this is all animated. Like, there's probably only fucking like 2 that are live action, and then the rest of the animations are practically it's almost realistic, or the other ones are just like full blown 2D. But this one, like lo and behold, one of the salesmen kind of gets too into it. He takes takes off his clothes, and then he becomes one of the spears in the ocean, and he fucking gets mauled by like a nasty ass like dino shark and something. And that's the end of the fucking episode. That's one of the shittiest ones. The other ones, like you're thinking of the fact like, holy shit, I just watched a cutscene of a really badass game. Or this one's like a really crazy deep story and stuff. It's some wild shit. And they're all like 15 minutes long, and I think there's like 12 episodes.
Well, what's the tragic news?
Oh, no. The tragic news was that the executive producer, David Fincher, he made a hold on season 3 of Mindhunters, the show that I wanted you to see. And now because he has a busy schedule, because he's working on the second season of Love, Death, and Robots. That's what the show's called. The other show that I was just now telling you about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you need to watch both of these shows. Mindhunters, because of the whole serial killer love aspect and just the crazy dark turn that does. And then Love, Death, Robots for the badass, awesome animation shit.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
I'm in. I need to now that I have like decent internet and stuff out here. I'll start watching it and stuff on the computer.
Yeah, like what was it? Love, Death, and Robots. That season. And again, none of the episodes are tied to each other. They're all just separate, like 15-minute 13-minute short films.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's
Like, I'm totally into that.
it's literally the executive producers are David Fincher, which you know his crazy fucked up movies that he does, and then the executive producer and director of Deadpool. And then they just got a bunch of money. They went to all these different type of animation studios, and they're like, "Hey, here's this money. Make some crazy shit."
They're like, hell yeah, we've
Yeah.
got it.
And again, I just told you like the
Deadpool,
shittiest one.
Deadpool's great. Did you watch that YouTube video I sent you today?
With the Will Ferrell. There was an older one, right? That was like a remake of an older skit that he did, right?
That was the original skit that he did.
Oh, see,
Wasn't
I thought
even
that
like a remake.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Krista sent it to me today. Dude, I was laughing so hard I was crying.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh. My funny
And the
part
thing
is at the end of the skit is like when he just like, "Oh, am I hurting your back?" Back like, "Get the fuck off." After them just being like over the top and all about making love and
Lava.
yes, as you can see above the water, it is calm, but under the water, there's plenty of movement, groping,
There's
fondling of,
ravenous movement.
the fondling of fingers. Oh shit! What was the
And
hotel
he was
name?
like, and here in about 12 minutes.
I love the exact time too. They got it down.
They do one with Christopher Walken.
See, I thought that was the older one.
No, they're all the same. Like that was the
Oh,
thing
shit.
that they did when he was, when he was on the show and stuff.
Oh yeah, and like Christopher Walken, he was the one that was into it, right?
Oh yeah, he was super into it, and oh yeah,
We three. We three.
They couldn't help but die laughing.
Fuck yeah! How do you keep that? Anything that like, even when Will Ferrell's losing his shit.
One of my favorites was when he came in to the office.
I know it.
And he was like, "Did you get the memo?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, wear a little piece of, patriotism.
David, I know you weren't like, I love your patriotic duties, I really do, but why do those shorts have to be so short?
So short. Oh my god.
And the best part I keep forgetting about is the fact that, what was it? He says, like, "You're the man, Dale."
Yeah, Sanchez. Keep saying it, and he's boy's like, "Shut up."
Oh my gosh.
Go USA.
Was it that actor? Was he guest starring in that show?
Yeah.
Okay, like he was like hosting it or something like that, right?
Yeah, because he was from American Pie.
Yeah. He was Stiffmeister. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Fuck. You never see those kinds of characters anymore. Just the horny.
Every once in a while. But the old stuff, man, is so funny when he was on there. It'd
Hell
make you
yeah.
cry, dude.
Oh, we were talking. What was it? When I was over your guys' houses on Christmas, we were cracking up laughing with his whole, the one simple skit of just like, what was it? Joy to the... It's going too fast. Girl. Wow. Just starts losing.
It's like, I think it's going too fast.
I love that. It's like a quick, small remark, and then it just gets bigger and bigger. It's just like, joy to the world. It's going really fast right now.
I can handle it.
Oh, shit. What was it? One of them. What was the one that was really...
Alec Baldwin.
Sweaty Balls was real good.
Sweaty Balls was good because if you've listened to like NPR, you know,
It's real soft.
it's real soft. It's
Real close to the mic.
and you can't see it. You know, and that's the thing. You can listen to that skit and think you're listening to like NPR if you close your eyes.
Schmitty, your balls. I know.
She's like, I love your sweaty balls.
Oh, when Alec Baldwin came in for Christmas, like making fun of that whole scene, that movie that he did. It's like, what's your name? Fuck you. That's my name. When he played the elf.
Yeah, when they're talking about closing.
Yeah. Just like, Santa needs a fresh pair of toys, and I'm not getting any right now. You'll need to start moving. Shit.
Yeah, get to cobbling.
Fuck. That was real good.
That was good.
Well, man. Oh, what was it? One that I really loved, and it was Chris Farley that did it. They're making fun of the whole hidden camera. He's like, "Sir, did you know that you're eating ham not from a conventional farm, but from like a Here Dairy farm?" And at first it was supposed to be, like, it's supposed to be just something real chill. Like, people usually react like, "Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's really fresh. I really like it." And then they go to Chris Farley, his camera angle. He's like, "Sir, did you know that you're eating from a Here's Dairy farm?" He's just like, "What? What did you do to me? What did you do?" And he just starts losing his shit. And then like it cuts to him. It cuts to him, and the guy's asking like, "How are you feeling?" And then he just shows him like in a neck brace with a black eye, saying like, "Angry." Wow. It was some of the funniest shit. The whole, and everyone knows the whole Van Down by the River skit that he did.
Oh yeah, and
And
it was the best.
I'm surprised
all that old shit was the best.
I'm surprised no one tweeted out when Patrick Swayze died. When like they should have posted the picture of him and Chris Farley as a picture. And it's sad to see the two sexiest men are gone now. That would have been real good. That would have been paid real good tribute on that skit that they did when they both did the Chippendales, and the judges were having such a hard time trying to figure out their skit. Just like, I'm sorry, you both are just so sexy. We just don't know. We don't know who to choose. And I love it how they're keeping such a straight face and like, what was it, Patrick Swayze? He's just like, no, you gotta choose him. Like, he's a better dancer. He's like, no. Come on, man. Like, you're great. He's like, no, you're great.
Yeah, those old skits, man. There's some really old ones that are really good.
Mm-hmm. They go back. Well, I mean, yeah, SNL, they go back real far. I mean, what was it? Blues Brothers originated from there, right?
Oh yeah, and then Blues Brothers went on tour.
Fuck.
And then the Blues Brothers made a movie.
You know what would have been? You know how great it would have been just been on that set with all those comedians and just having such a good time.
You would have been on a lot of drugs.
Probably. I rewatched that like a few weeks ago, and that movie's just a ride. That's all I could say. Like, honestly, there's not that many movies.
That movie.
Oh yeah, there's not that many movies that can really just like you just sit and watch, and I don't know, like you feel like you're going on a journey. Like you got like the big blockbusters like Forrest Gump, fucking the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Star Wars trilogy, lo and behold, a fucking comedy made you feel like that. The Blues Brothers, like, holy shit, we were hitting all kinds of places, we're flipping, moving around, hitting different kinds of gigs, going through different kinds of shenanigans, and then just the music. I was everywhere. My favorite one
Oh,
was
the
when
soundtrack was killer.
what was it? Ray Charles song. That's probably my favorite one.
Shake it, baby.
Baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That was killer.
that kills.
Holy shit.
I love
when he shot. Oh, that kills me every time.
That's good. When he gets in the church with James Brown. Do you see the light? I see the light.
Jesus Christ. I see the light. Holy shit, they had Carrie Fisher trying to kill them the whole series. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And like, wasn't that like right off when Star Wars just got done?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You took Princess Leia and you turned her into a psychotic murderer. Great. I love it.
There's somebody in Greenwood, Indiana, like that has the Blues Brothers car with a big megaphone on top of it.
Hell yeah. I made a post on it.
And then the Nazis. He's like, I hate Nazis.
No, it was what was it? It was a specific kind of Nazi. Like, I hate Illinois Nazis or something like holy shit.
That was the best.
Oh my gosh. And like, fuck, the amount of, what was it? You might as well consider it a fucking action film with all the car chases.
Shit.
Holy shit.
Whatever type of police car that was, they filled a junkyard.
Hell yeah. Like, okay.
There must have been like 50 cars in it. That was before CGI.
You know what it was? Bet money. They're like 90% done with the film. Like, yeah, we got all the car chases, got the music, everything's done. Everyone, but damn, we have like $100 million just sitting around. What are we gonna do it with? I feel like that's just like one of the last minutes. Just like they've already made that turn, and they had a couple car wrecks, and they're just like, all right, yeah, cool, that'd be good, that'd be funny, and stuff like that. Now they got to think about this, like, fuck, we have all this money just laying around. Like, what are we gonna do? Fuck it, pile it up. Like, I want to see the boardroom of that meeting of just like, all right, we're gonna spend a good of this film just getting a pile up.
Did you know that the Blues Brothers car was the same model as the police car that was chasing them?
Yeah. Well, because like, what was it? Even Elwood, he talked about it, saying like, yeah, I got out of a police auction. What was the OG Bluesmobile? Was there a car previous to that? Because they talk about like, oh, what happened to the Bluesmobile?
Yeah, but
did they ever have that like when they were touring or something like that?
No, they never mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
Like they never mentioned what model it was or anything. The first thing that the band cruised in a 77 Seville or Fleetwood.
Okay.
Like that pink kind of purplish one.
Yeah.
Because they were the lounge singers. So they cruised in it. And then they had the Nazis in the station wagons.
By the way, like, what was it? It looked like, I thought for a second, the first time I saw the movie, because this was when I saw Christmas Vacation, I'm like, dude, are they making fun of it? Because I thought, like, it's, oh my gosh. See, that's the thing. What was it? I want to know, and what was it? I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to have you think about it because I'm pissed. But what cars, like, influence sales? You know what I mean? Because, like, the latest one I could think about, because I made a Facebook post about this, and all I got was the DeLorean one from Back to the Future. But, like, the latest one I can remember was when Transformers came out and they showed off the new Camaro, and you just saw that shit everywhere and stuff, and that shot up sales. I want to know, like, if a movie, like, what are, like, some of the movies you could think that, like, shot up car sales? Like, what, the iconic cars. Not so much like, the Scooby-Doo mobile or the Ghostbusters car, but more on the fact that like a car was shown and then people were like, I wanted that car from that movie.
Bullet.
Hold up. I'm gonna take a piss and then we'll discuss.
Cool.
I'm right back.
While he's gone, I'm going to mention every single car that has appeared in TV shows, movies, just about everything. I don't know about everything, but pretty close. Probably not even close. But the ones I remember.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So okay. Bullet?
Bullet with Stephen McQueen, 1969, Mustang Fastback. Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, the OG one.
Goodness. Dukes of Hazzard. Dodge Challenger.
Yeah.
That car's still hot and selling for, I think you might be able to pick one up for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000. Right in there.
Bullet from 1968?
It was just called Bullet.
Right. With an I.
And Steve McQueen. It was a green Mustang Fastback.
It looks nasty.
Are you looking at it? It's pretty bad. Goodness. Oh, Knight Rider. Knight Rider definitely influenced sales of the Pontiac Trans Am.
Oh my goodness. Yep. I'm sold. I want to.
I've thought about putting the red light bar on the front of the Sienna because you can buy it and hook it up and it'll go back and forth. Goodness. What else? You have the A-Team van.
Did that really spike up like sales? Because that was one thing I was like interested in. Just like, did a van spike up sales because of that?
I think so, but the van's always been there. Vans went through a thing in the 70s.
Oh yeah, because people would like put those crazy designs, hit it up with some dragons and some shit.
But the total inside would be completely customed out.
Oh, yeah, they would throw some Shea Rug on that.
Yeah, like just Ionic movie cars.
That's something Pimp My Ride always tried to do.
Yeah, but they didn't do they just didn't do they didn't do movie cars. They would just take your car and like
shove 7 flat screens in it.
It'd be a piece of shit. They put a candy paint job on it, yeah, and velour it and carpet.
That Pimp My Ride was supposed to be a kid show. Because honestly, watching it now, I look at it, I'm just like, I would never fucking ever get a car like that.
Right. Some of the rides that they did kick out, like a few of them, were pretty cool. And
yeah, when
some
like
of them were just trash. Yeah.
It's like, and they did like the most stupidest thing. Just like, oh, we saw on your front lawn you had a ceramic tiger, so now we made your whole car turn into a fucking tiger with 7 flat screens, and now the engine roars. Just like, oh shit.
And grab his shirt. We just pimped your ride.
Yeah, we even bought a Bengal tiger and put it in the trunk. Oh shit.
You're like, man, I can't drive this to work.
Thanks, Exhibit, for pimping my ride.
Thanks for fucking my shit up.
Yeah. Even though I had honestly, a perfectly good car. That would be hilarious if it were just like a hidden prank show. Just like, yeah, I stole your car and we custom made it. That would be a good show. Your friends just take your car away from you.
And bring it back, and it looks like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck, dude? I can only drive this in East LA.
We put 30-inch spinners on that motherfucker. This is a minivan, asshole. What the hell?
The guy's like 5'2" and can't get in it.
I gotta climb on the rim like a ladder.
Get him up in there, boys.
We gave you a monster truck. Like, this isn't straight legal.
Oh, I've seen Corvettes made into monster trucks.
Oh, that's great. I bet the axle snapped in half.
They get them beefy.
Yeah,
I would bet you just lift the body. Those used to be like what they call unibody, where they would weld the body to the frame. Camaros used to be made like that. That's why they're so light.
Mm.
They wouldn't, like when you'd peel out, they wouldn't stay on the ground.
How far did the brand? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you're good.
I was just trying to figure out like how far. Sorry. What were you saying?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay.
I was burping.
Okay. What were the years that the Ford Bronco went through? Was it just 60 to 85?
Yeah.
All right.
It might have went to like 87 or 80, maybe even 89.
Yeah, because I'm looking at because
but cut off.
I'm telling you what, man. If I can have just the Bronco from the old age, and I'm like, I don't think any official pictures from the new Bronco came out, but it still looks kind of like shit. Excuse me.
I wish they would. My favorite, as far as like Blazer and all that, is the Chevy K5. The 1970 Chevy K5 Blazer.
Blazers are nasty. What was it? Basically, what was it? Chevy's Blazer is Ford's Bronco, right? Like everyone had to come out with that style of car. Okay.
But the K5 was massive.
Ooh.
Like when you see this thing, it's as big as a semi.
I was gonna say that thing looks bulky. Looks like a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, it's pretty killer. There's one in town that's painted all flat black.
Oh,
on like 35-inch Swampers.
Nah, I would do that. I would do that sea blue.
Oh yeah, I've seen them orange, silver, and what's badass is the top comes off.
Oh yeah,
and then you have that whole bench in the back.
I just love that blocky look. I don't know what's up. Like I don't know what's wrong with everything being so sleek and bubbly looking. I know it has to do with aerodynamics, but fuck, like that blocky look looks badass.
Yeah, when I want something that's off-road, like
hell
those
yeah.
Blazers fixed up now are going for like 65,000.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at new ones and I'm seeing stuff being sold for like 100.
Yeah, I have a friend down in Kentucky that wants to. He's been holding on to one that is an original that needs a lot of work.
Right.
But to be put back together, it'd be a project. But he's wanting to sell it to me for like 3,500.
Do it. I will join you. I will support you and help you fix it once I get back to Indiana.
Like it'd be killer.
I'm looking at one right now. It's all black, glossy black, and 44,000. Status says sold. About to be stolen.
I bet. Yeah, the price is a steal though.
Yeah,
get it for 40 and have it like
looks brand new in the interior. I had a Blazer. Then the back window got shot out by some asshole who shot a BB in her.
I had the one that was on Jaws, Chevy K5, like exact same color,
You know what?
blue with the white.
I wonder if that increased sales. You could call that
Oh
one
yeah.
the movie Jaws. That K5.
You know what's funny is we bought it for $1,500,
Damn.
and it was almost like it was perfect on the inside.
Damn.
Like outside too, no rust, all the chrome on it still.
Oh.
Ron bitched the summer that I popped the cap off of it and drove it around, and everybody loved it. They thought it was badass. It was fun as fuck to drive. But yeah, and now that thing's going for like 20 grand.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because they still have the K5s that are they're really boxy, that are
Mm-hmm.
I think 87s, 88s. Then you got OJ's Blazer, the white Bronco.
That car is a killer. Oh. Oh.
I'm telling you, if I got one, I'd put my license plate would have OJ on it. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to help myself.
No, you gotta. Damn, yeah, they
Or put AC Green on the back, the guy that was driving it when he was
they
hiding in the back.
the 87 looked like it ate a Mario mushroom. Just got bigger.
Yeah, and it was real boxy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, those things were mini monster trucks. Yeah, I
Um,
would totally take a 70 K5 or a 70 Bronco, and just imagine me on the steering wheel, the cabs removed, convertible, fucking going down the street with the what was it, down like to like a beach area or something, or out in the woods. Ah, oh
yeah,
goodness.
the 79, the top didn't come off the driver, but the back seats were out in the open.
I was about to say, what
So
was
it
it?
looked like a mini pickup truck, like a super mini pickup truck.
Did the Bronco have did the Bronco and K5 only have what was it, just cabin seating? There wasn't no back seat?
No, they had benches in the back.
Oh, right.
And now people have redone those to where there's 3 benches in a U shape, like that covers like both wheel wells and then one on the back. To where it's like
Okay.
a to where it looks like a sectional couch in the back of it. Is how they like people have made them out now. You
What
can
was it?
rent those down in Seaside, Florida now for the week
Oh yeah.
and take them out on the beach.
What was it? I remember I had a oh my goodness. It was like an F-150. It's made in the 90s. It was all black. Do you remember me pulling up at the house with that Ford? It
Oh yeah,
had the big ass grill on it with the it wasn't a dually, it was just what was it? The cap the back
it
of
was
it.
at GMC, wasn't it?
No. No, we know about the GMC, but by the way, damn, that GMC. That was the most beautiful truck that I ever had. But no, the Ford, the black Ford with the front guard on it, the huge front guard.
I think you drove it over once.
Yeah.
I can remember you driving it over one time.
I fucking locked up the engine on that shit, but but no, I remember driving that thing. Holy shit, I gotta tell you a story about what I did with that truck. Of course, Indiana winters, we get a shit ton of snow. And my cousin and I, we're out in Avon, and it's a fucking weekend, or I think it's like Christmas break. I don't know what it was, but like, of course, we're just like high school kids, just being bored as shit, having nothing to do. So of course, that's when like the real fun shit starts happening. Those are when the good memories start happening, or the dumb stuff starts happening. And we're driving around Avon, trying to figure out what the hell to do. Lo and behold, we got the truck. We get the truck out. We go to the high school, big ass parking lot, and we just start doing donuts, started losing our shit. And like 2 other people are also doing donuts. So it's just like it's a whole event. And we end up we're getting we're getting cocky because now like Indiana's starting to take in like roundabouts and shit. So now I'm I hit this first roundabout and I'm like hitting it like it's fucking Need for Speed Tokyo Drift. Dun, 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 just hitting it just all the way through. Go through the path like the next exit. I'm just like, fuck yeah, I'm feeling confident as hell. Fuck no. I hit the second roundabout. I'm going, doing that Tokyo Drift. And then like, you know when you're driving down a road and then you're just seeing the car just starts turning and like you're not controlling, you're just like, oh shit. You just randomly just start rotating. That's exactly what started to happen. And then so I was hitting the brakes, and so I'm hitting the brakes. I know the wheels have stopped, but the car is just going. And it's just sliding on the ice and we're moving forward and moving forward. And I just see what was it? I see someone's mailbox in front of me. And I'm just going, oh. We crush the fucking mailbox. Back out, we drive away. We go back to my cousin's place. And then what was it? We get back into his car. And like just like what was it? Just like some FBI criminals like some FBI's investigators, how they call it, like the criminal always comes back to the crime scene.
That was you guys.
We're in his car and we're going down the same roundabout and we're making the turn and we're in a different car, so we're feeling pretty confident. I just look out the side window and lo and behold, that's the old boy sitting out there in his morning slippers and robe, just shaking his head, looking down at the mailbox. Oh man!
Hey, nobody ever knew.
No one. We were thieves in the night.
One time, I've taken out the same mailbox twice, and on the front of my court.
What's the movie? Oh, it's like Home Alone.
Well, there was one time, man, I was coming from the pub, and I know I shouldn't have been driving.
Oh,
I was lit.
Fuck.
Well, man, I whip in, and I was driving my van, this big old van, and I whipped so hard that it threw me in the passenger side seat. And I'm lit, and I look up, and I go to grab for the wheel, and I look over, and the van's just going straight down the road. I'm like, oh, shit. So I jumped back over to the other side, and then I came around the corner, and I took it, like, too hard, and the ass end of that van swung around and smoked that mailbox.
Oh,
I
man.
never told anybody. I have never told anybody this story, by the way.
Bet money. That's why the neighbors aren't coming over. They saw you.
Right.
Don't talk to Sean. He doesn't try.
And then I did it from the other direction on a snowy night. Like I went to pull in.
Right.
And I wasn't drinking then, but I went to pull in. And that van got squirrely and went from side to side, and I hit the mailbox again and waylaid it. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, how the fuck, man? Like, they're going to know somebody's coming into the court. They're smoking these mailboxes. Oh, yeah.
I'm still laughing at the fact just you getting tossed into the passenger seat.
Oh, yeah, I was lit. I looked up and I went to grab the wheel. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm in the passenger side. I'm like, it's driving itself.
Fuck, your van was a Tesla all this time.
I had the first self-driving car like 8 years ago.
You're like, I'm an anchorman too. No, I put autopilot on.
I don't know what you're talking about, officer. I wasn't even driving. So crazy. It's so crazy.
Obviously, I'm drunk in the passenger seat, dude.
Obviously, I'm drunk.
Fuck. You're blind. Did you see the guy run out?
Hell no. I never even saw him get out.
Fuck, man, you're blind. I'm drunk. We're not going to solve any of this shit. You might as well just take me home. Call it a night.
I had a friend that was a cop that told me that if you was ever drunk and the police got after you, like, do your best to outrun them and then get away. Like, if you're able to get away, just long enough.
Eyesight.
Like, get in the passenger side and kick the driver's side door open.
Oh shit!
And get in the passenger side and like act like you're like passed out.
Hell yeah!
And if he like comes up, be like, "Hey man,
What?
I just had a guy. I couldn't drive. I just had a guy.
I saw that he was freaking out.
Bring me from the bar. I don't know who it was. He said he was cool to drive, man. I said, like maybe he had a warrant or something. They'd be like,
you should go get him.
I think he went that way.
He's gonna see on his dash cam. It's like, oh, thank you, sir. And he's gonna like get off side of the camera, and then you crawling out of the car. Just ha ha ha, and you just run off into the night.
And they're like, nah, it clearly looks like you.
You look right into the camera, flip it off.
Fuck you.
I got away, fucker.
Oh yeah.
They just got funny? That free frames of you just like mouth open, laughing, flipping it off the camera. Like, sir, are you sure that's not you?
Oh, my buddy and stuff that was the cop that told me this. I looked at him like, are you kidding me? Like, that's crazy. Like, I know it gives you like a case to argue, but still.
I was saying, yeah, and how far are you willing to take that? Because like bet money, they're gonna have you like go into court and be like, all right, witness the criminal. Like, it was dark that night. I was hammered. I'm not really I'm not really gonna be that good of an eyewitness or some shit like that. Nah.
Yeah, I never really got a good look at him either.
And and yeah, if you're that smart and that quick-witted to think of something that quick, then you're probably good enough to drive. Either way, either way, if I'm blacked out me ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to get confident. Like when you're feeling like that, that's when you should be like, yeah, it's Uber time.
No, I got it.
I got this one.
Now, a friend of mine told me this trick. I'm going to try it out. That's funny. That's funny as shit. I'll never forget. What was it? I was a sober for this one party in my frat, and I was taking these freshmen back to their dorm, and literally it's like less than a 2-minute drive. I'm talking like they could have walked there, but they were too scared. So, and we're like, this is my junior year, so I already know exactly how the cops operate. Like, if you're not starting to fight out in the street and you're just walking on the side of it, they're not going to pull you over and start breathalyzing you and all that bullshit. No, they're fine. They know exactly what's going down.
Yeah.
I get pulled over, taking them there, and what was it? because what was it? No, because they were looking at our house and they were trying to see, like, they were just going to start pulling people over just to see if they can get any people doing any drinking and driving. Lo and behold, I was the sober of that night. And I'm driving like 5 freshmen back to their dorm. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was great. Cause like I'm confident as hell. I got my license and shit like that. They take it. I'm all happy go lucky and stuff. This fucking chick in the background is losing her shit. Like she's got an eighth of crack in her ass crack, and they're about to start searching everybody or some shit like that. Like she's losing it. And so I'm just like looking back, like, what are you doing? Like, no, we're fine. I'm sober. I'm driving you guys. Like, we're good. And the guy asked me, he's like, you registered this car? I'm like, no. Like, no, this is this guy's car. And I pointed towards him. He looked at me like I just snitched on him or something. Just like, dude, the fuck? I'm like, yeah, no, it's this guy's car. And like, yeah, I'm just taking them back on over the door. He's like, oh, okay. And like during this whole time, there's literally like another cop right next to him. Not right next to him, but right next to the other side of the car. And so he's just like flashing the light on the guys, and they're all like teary-eyed, just losing their fucking shit. I'm about to just start, like, I'm about to whisper to the cop, just say like, hey, play along. And maybe pull pull a few of them out, like scare them a little bit or some shit. Just to really have some fun with it.
You would have been a good cop.
Just like, I know you guys are having a bored night with these teens. How about we just have some fun? Like, I'm good. Like, he just breathalyzed me, got a 0. Shit, so I just dropped him off at their I dropped him off at the dorm and like did not see them at any of our parties further on. I think they got scared straight.
That's the best.
Oh fuck, what was it? I did the full-blown freshman move and I went to a party with my big wheel bike, like the wheel that's like fucking like 3 inches thick, what the wheels are. I drive there, my dumbass like hooks up the bike lock to a stop sign, and I'm in the backyard, like, was it throughout the night? And like, lo and behold, my fucking, what was it? Who was it? My orientation leader, the chick who was like talking to us about like alcoholism and like be a good student and stuff like that. She's the one who invited me to the damn party. Lo and behold, I walk in, she's doing a keg stand. I do another, like I do one. Then we start doing shots, and I'm in the backyard just having a great time. Lo and behold, my ass sees the berries and cherries painted on the fence. I see the lights going off of the cops and stuff like that, and my heart just sinks. I'm just like, fuck. This is my first party. I'm about to get got. They know.
They know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a freshman losing my shit. I'm just like, I gotta go. I look at my orientation leader. She's like, no, we're fine. They're just trying to like scare people. I'm like, I'm scared. And I leave. I see one of the cops like coming in from the side fence. I'm like, fuck, no. What was it? I see a gap in one of the wooden fences. I squeeze through the gap. I run to the stop sign. I get on my bike and I'm like about to puke because I'm like hauling ass like it's the Tour de France back to my dorm. I throw my bike on like the other bikes in the bike lot, whatever, and I run over to my dorm. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna party again. I think like the following weekend, I joined my fraternity. It goes to show, just like that freshman mind slot, just like everything's just taken at a day at a time. Yesterday, I almost died. The next day, I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna join a fraternity.
I'm back.
Just you wake up the next day like, oh, cool, a brand new day. Nothing happened yesterday. Nothing's gonna happen now. Starting all over fresh. Funny shit.
That's awesome.
I'll tell you what. Oh my goodness, what was it? I got a bunch of stories. What was it? There's one time I think this was my senior year, and I left this one party and I'm fucking hammered. I went over to my work because I knew some of my friends were working, and I knew because I worked at this one like bakery called like Insomnia Cookies and some shit.
Uh-huh.
I knew they were staying. Like I knew that place was like open till 3 because I remember closing that door, and it was awful. Because you get locals, you'll get people coming in there just blacked out, hammered. Give me a peanut butter cookie right now. Yeah, what you want, bitch? Oh my god, I want a fucking chocolate chip. All right, bitch. Give them their fucking cookies. They pay me. Of course, they like throw down like a $10 tip. Like, here's your $3 fucking. But everyone's just like, okay, idiot.
You're like, cool, man.
Yeah, have a great night. The guy's gonna wake up. He spent $50 at a bar and $10 for 2 cookies. Dumbass.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so, of course, I'm gonna be one of those people because I go to my work. Jared, I want to give me my Reese cup cookie. I get mine. I give him his $7 tip because he deserves it. He's a good guy. And what was it? I was heading back towards campus because I was during my drunken stupor, I get a call from my friend because they're in the studio and they're kind of like, what was it? Some of them are getting high and they wanted, what was it? They were in the studio already stoned and they wanted me to come over because they were going to go to another party and get stoned. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm already hammered. So mixing beer and weed's always good.
Oh shit.
That works well. Always. And this is during the time in Ball State where you're building up construction. They're building a whole new dorm.
Yeah, I built some of that.
Yeah. Not that dorm you worked on, but they were working on something else.
Was it
was
over by Carmichael Hall, or was it?
Yeah. And I was walking by the construction site, and my curious dumbass was just like, I'm gonna see what's in there. I climbed the fucking fence, and it's lit up. It's got the beam lights on it. It's got the heat lamps on or some shit. I forget what they're called. And fucking, I walk through there, and like I'm on the first floor. They already cemented it in. A couple rebars are like just laying down on the floor. I'm just okay, cool. I look to the right of me. I'm about to leave. I look to the right of me, and your boy sees some stairs. I'm just like, I'm gonna go up. And they just keep going up like a twirl. I get up to like 10 flights of stairs. Shit, I'm like seeing all like a Ball State, and there's like squares of concrete already done on the floor, and then there's just like floors of like rebar going back and forth. So they haven't poured on those areas just yet. And so like I'm just kind of like sitting on like the graded rebar, just like kind of looking out and stuff. And I send like a couple Snapchats. I got like a Snapchat story of it. I'm gonna have to send you it because it's funny as shit. And I finally get off of there. I send my boys the Snapchat. They decided to leave the studio and come and meet me. And then we end up getting fucked up at this one sketchy guy's place. It's hilarious. I ended up waking like I think I woke up and what was it? Yeah, I woke up on their couch and I was like, fuck, I gotta go. And then I went to go do this like film study class afterwards, which was just this one teacher just talking about shows all day and like the theory behind what was it, how actors are trying to go for more TV shows than less than movies nowadays. Yeah. I'll tell you what, that time when I was spending that, like I was really pissed when I found out that I had to do those like last 2 classes during my senior year because I was like, fuck, everyone's graduating. I'm gonna be here by myself and stuff like that. Lo and behold, I actually had plenty of people to hang out with. And since it was summer, not shit was going on. So there was no lines anywhere. So we were just like bar hopping, losing my shit. all the like girls that were seniors knew that I was single during that time. So like it was kind of me kind of bouncing around from different places, fucking a few times. Isn't that too
Like a
bad?
hookup fest.
Oh yeah. Because like what was it? Because it was the whole factor that he was like, man, I gotta get my master's done, or I gotta get my senior whatever shit done. Who's all here? There's not too many people here, and stuff like that. And I like, what was it? I was going through my whole college phase like in a relationship, and like during that time, fuck, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was at parties. I was at parties dancing around and then doing my own thing. Lo and behold, there's a like I had a few occasions where girls were just like trying to like send me a text, or like guys would talk to me and be like, "Hey man, she's really into you," and stuff like that. Me being the good guy, I didn't pursue it. But then of course, as soon as that whole relationship ended, then like it was the whole factor, just like, oh, he's available. And like girls lose their shit on that part.
Yeah, then it's on.
But like there's three things, like we already talked about this, but like in college, there's like three things that make a girl just like lose their shit. They love it. They love it when a guy's freshly broken up and they want to get with, or if that guy is really in a relationship, like there's some girls out there that just don't give a fuck. There's some savages out there that
Oh yeah.
that don't give a fuck, and they find that even more attractive. And the what was it? The girls that what was it like? What was it? If you're a virgin going into college and shit like that, you'll get fucked by a senior. They'll they love that whole shit. They love like what was it? Seeing that innocence and taking it. I remember talking to a couple of sorority girls. We were talking about that and stuff because one of my guys, he didn't like what was it? Like he was a senior in college and didn't and haven't had sex. And I was telling him like, no, dude, that's nothing to be ashamed of. And then like one of the girls came and was like, no, that's not. You got to use that to your benefit for the fact that like find yourself a good looking girl. Because I'm telling you, any one of these girls in here would totally like to fuck you and take that from you. It's like I looked at her like him and I, we were looking at her astonished. It's like what? Because I'm a freshman and thinking this. I'm just like, what the? Are you serious? She's
That's
like, yeah,
awesome.
girls are girls are nasty. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Girls
Women,
are all
man.
like guys just like to fuck. Girls like the situation around fucking. That's what it's always like.
Oh yeah. Women like the adventure.
Yeah, they don't like what was it? They like what was it? The guys like the what? What we're doing, we're fucking. The girls like everything else. They like the who, what, they like the who, when, where, and how.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta
And
take another piss. This beer's
oh,
going.
you're good.
Yeah. And we're back.
Yeah, I can see somebody like underneath the chat. It says the giant OC top.
Oh yeah, that's my what was it? That's my friend Aaron.
Oh,
He's
okay.
yeah, he's like he's one of my best friends in my fraternity. He what was it? He wanted to start up a podcast. I might actually just use this whole premise and hit him up.
Yeah. You could do two different.
Yeah.
We could be
Start up.
jealous of one another.
Just like I check up on Discord, I see you and another person on here. I just join randomly. What the hell are you doing?
Cheating motherfucker.
Are you talking to someone right now?
I thought it was cool.
What the fuck?
I thought it was cool if we talked to other people.
The fuck, man? Like I thought
we were cool. Yeah, it's the truth, man. You'll find
now it's not
when
legit.
you get older, like well, you already know. Out of college, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You'll see like women there'll be like you'll be like, I'm married. They'll be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that just makes it better. Oh fuck.
That's cool. That's a house I want to burn down.
Hell yeah. There's some fucking home wreckers. I think like what was it? People like what was it in today's terms, people are calling that a city girl. A city girl is the type of girl where she doesn't give a fuck. She'll take your man. She was a home wrecker. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She'll come up and fuck up the whole situation for her home.
You'll find when you move into small neighborhood and stuff.
Oh, you'll find the one person.
Like the one chick on the street, or on your street that has,
Oh, it
she
could be that.
lives, she's great,
Oh, it could be that single mom.
Husband's cool, and
yeah,
yeah, she's like blowing everybody.
Fuck, like it could be even worse.
Shit.
It could be even worse. The husband's a cuck. And just be like, yeah, no, you like her? No, she's real cool. Hey, honey, show him your tits.
Go ahead, honey.
Yeah. Just let me watch.
How excited he is. Like, that's fucked up.
I don't want to go over to Jim's house right now, man. Him and his wife's weird. It's like, what do you mean? Like, well, I don't know. His wife was like rubbing up on my chest, and he was just kind of sitting there, just nodding his head from the kind of just grinning like the dude from Anger Management. Like Jack Nicholson's character, grinning and just smiling, like, yeah. Have her rub your balls. It's really
You're
good.
gonna get that. You're gonna totally get that, and you're like, what?
You know what? That's how you change up cuck. It's just like, no. He's just my sexual hype man. That's what it is. Yeah, smack her ass. He really likes.
It's like it's like Flavor Flav.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Get up in there.
Go.
Yeah. There you
That's
go.
my man.
Hell yeah.
That's my man. He's hitting it and hitting it and hitting it.
Yeah. No, I'm not his best friend. That's my wife. He's fucking.
Holy shit.
Dude, you got to cut that part out.
Hey, man, Chris, you're going to have to chill, man. Quit smacking me on my ass.
Like. Oh, shit.
Don't push on my hips. I got
Dude,
this.
Stop that. Stop. Don't touch me, man.
Get the fuck out of my face. Holy shit.
Like, dude, can your wife just look at me in my eyes when she's sucking on my balls? I don't need you in the background just like smiling like, yeah. She's really good, isn't she?
Hey, holy shit, man.
I could not. I could never. Me being the single dude, I don't think I could do that. I don't like the wife's got to be like a 10. Like that silver fox 10 that knows what's going down. The old dude I could just ignore, hopefully. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Until he said something.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, dude, you know what? I'm down, but you can't say shit. As soon as I hear him in the background, just like even that small whisper, like, yeah, that's good. No. Hell no.
Reminds you of Pulp Fiction.
Give it to her medieval style.
Like, what?
I'm about to go medieval on you.
The spider's got a couple flies.
Shit. Like, yeah, no, how's your whole situation with fucking that dude's wife? Like, it's all right, but he just keeps quoting Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino films and shit, man. I don't know, man.
Hmm. Yeah, that
So,
could be completely awkward. And on top of it, you're flirting with death. Because that could all turn.
oh, he could pull out a fucking. You're in your
Oh,
most vulnerable position. You're feeling real good. He pulls out a gun. That could be the real climax for those crazy couples. The only way I can get off is when I murder someone, when I fuck them. Oh gosh,
oh yeah, like, you know.
that'd
Or
be
what
some.
happens is like swingers and stuff.
I was
I've
just
had
about to say, Florida. Florida's real popular swingers. I wouldn't be surprised if they got like some fucked up cult or something. Let's bring the young
new
people in. We fuck them, then done.
new pal was like that when I first moved out there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there was a bunch of swingers out there.
We had a. It just sounds medieval. Like we had to drive them out.
Yeah,
We
it
got
was
our torches and our pitchforks. Wasn't New Pal founded on some like racist stuff?
that's what they try to say. They're full of
Okay.
shit. Yeah, they're full of shit.
I was going to say, like, if anything, you can like the only correlation that I found, and I haven't done the actual history of it, but like, was the fact that you guys are the dragon. And from what
Yeah,
I've known about the KKK, which is just watching like history documentaries when I was like in 5th grade and Oh Brother Where Art Thou, there's a dragon in the KKK.
yeah, the Grand Dragon.
Grand Dragon. You try to say that while playing D&D and try not to get some side eye. You meet this tribe and they're surrounded by a grand dragon. Like, sounds pretty racy. Like, no. This isn't. It's an actual dragon. Like, that's why
his
people
hood,
thought it was the devil.
his hood is just slightly pointy.
Fuck, they fucked up a good style.
Well, shit,
Like,
with Indiana. Indiana was real big.
oh yeah, Indiana.
KKK.
Oh yeah, Indiana was real big in the KKK.
Hmm. Yeah.
Was it? That's
Martinsville was like a. Indiana was a Democratic state for years.
oh yeah, but like no, it was like the bad Democratic, right? Because it didn't the whole thing like switch. Were we like the bad Democratic state?
I don't know. I know Democrats started,
Right. Because
but
like what was it? Because of the fact no, it wasn't that because what was it? We did have the KK. Wow, what the fuck? We were
first
one
it
of
was
the
started.
we were one of the freedom states, right? In the
I
Civil
don't
War?
know. Yeah, we
Okay.
were Yankee.
Right. And then after that, that's when the KKK got popular.
Uh, yeah, probably in
Okay.
the 30s.
Uh,
Yeah, probably.
what were you saying you cut out there?
Oh, in the 30s and 40s.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because like what was it? The KKK goes pretty far back, right? Weren't they like I really don't want to say this, but like the KKK started off as a rebel organization, right? They were like getting rid of rich people and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Like the origin of it was pointed towards a good direction. I could be completely wrong on that. And then it turned into
I
a whole racial movement.
Yeah, I think it did start like that. We had a great grandfather on my mom's side that was a postmaster and uh, head of the KKK in West Virginia. Real mean guy, I guess.
Oh boy.
And our family, his daughter and wife left him and stuff because he was so mean. He was known for killing people. And they
Dang.
took his gown and cut it up and made a wedding dress out of it and escaped.
Oh, fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
That'll make a feminist wet. Damn. That's some crazy shit right there.
Yeah. That was the story and stuff.
Oh, that's a movie plot right there, if anything.
Yeah, Patsy told me.
It's like, what was it? Oh, I can't get married? Fuck that. I'm going to turn your fucking gown into my damn gown, motherfucker.
Well, what happened was the great grand child left.
The great what left?
Or like a great grandmother when she left. Like when her last child left, that she was leaving too. Well, of course, our grandmother and stuff came home, was like, I'm going to get married. And it was to a revival that was coming through. And preachers back then used to travel in Baptist revivals.
Sorry, you're cutting out a bit. What were you saying?
Oh, Baptist preachers used to come through, which is our grandfather.
Right.
Was coming through and proposed to her and stuff while he was going through. Like they used to do like Baptist revivals and stuff. And she came home, told the grandmother, I'm getting married. And she was like, well, I'm coming with you. And they took his KKK gown and cut it up and made a wedding dress out of it. And left. Never to go back.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I wouldn't be surprised
crazy?
if he got his ass kicked.
Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Shit. Talk about that. You've been hearing what's happening. Speaking of West Virginia, live by the gun, die by the gun. You hearing that shit that's going on over there? Oh, what? Lo and behold. Oh, let me fill you in, my dude. So basically, what's happening right now is that in the state of Virginia, the state itself is going to basically what the state is doing is they're going to be pulling off a gun ban. And they made it. They passed the bill. They've done it. Now it's the whole factor of like everyone's waiting for it to be enforced. And we're talking about Virginia. And so,
yeah, one of the original colonies.
Bro. So, basically, it's happening. It's already been passed. And so, matter of fact, what was it? People are calling out saying Virginia is a sanctuary state and they're going to be protecting the gun rights of everyone. So everyone's holding on to their guns. So now it's basically the whole factor of who's really going to enforce this? Is the sheriff really going to come down to my house and say, hey, Jeffrey, you got to give me the guns, man? Like, and what happens when someone's going to say no? And now what's happening is, and what's going to be stupid about it is there's a militia being formed and the militia in Virginia, and they're talking about trying to hit the Capitol building. And I'm thinking in my head, like, no, you cannot do that. You got to be the smart ones in this situation. You really do have to let the sheriff and the cops do, you got to let them make the first move. Because otherwise, in the media that we're living on today, shit's going to get stirred around. Whoever's going to fire the first shot, they're going to be the one to blame. That's all it's going to be. No matter who is making the wrong move or not, whoever's going to make the first move is going to be shed in the bad light. And if the militia makes the first move and just tries to hit that capital in Virginia and take over, then no, you're gonna have federal people coming in. You're gonna have people dying. I know that. Like it's really intense shit. People are ready because already anyone who's owning a gun right now and refusing it are labeled technically as criminals. So there's already 20 years going right to them. Literally, that's what it's called. That's what's happening. And
That's ugly.
right. And so that person's thinking, all right, I'm going to get 20 years for holding onto this gun. Fuck it. I might as well use it. Because all throughout my life, I was always
That's awesome.
yeah, because like all throughout my life, I was taught bear arms in Virginia. That's the number one place. West Virginia being the next. Now, guess what's happening? Lo and behold, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. West Virginia's calling up Virginia counties and saying like, hey, what's up, Low County? You want to secede from Virginia and just become a territory of West Virginia? Because we like guns. Literally,
Oh shit!
we're talking
To
about
break the state.
literally we're talking about some shit like we're talking about some shit that hasn't happened in 50, 60, probably 70. I'm willing to say 80
Probably
years.
100 years.
Probably 100 years. Literally state lines
Well, because you
changing.
got to think, man, the Civil War is like what, 1880, 1890s?
This is you want to like what was it? Everyone's waiting for that example to happen. Like what would happen if the federal level did that shit? Well, here you go. We got the perfect example of what would happen on a very small scale of what's happening in Virginia. We got that shit happening, and then lo and behold, like America's the
Yeah.
America's the only country that's allowing guns, I think, right now. I don't know what's going on in the South, like South, like Mexico, South America. I don't know what their gun policies are. I really don't. But I think America's
Yeah, we've got the right
right.
to bear arms
That's
per
a
the Constitution.
exactly. That's a constitution right, not federal law. A constitution.
Yeah. It's
It's not
It's
like what is
above
it?
any amendment or
Yeah.
it's like that. It's the real deal.
It's
People
not
have
like
just
weed.
stacked shit onto it.
Yeah, it's not like weed where it's illegal on a federal level, but the states can ignore federal law. No, states can't ignore a constitutional right.
Right.
It's just like I'm sorry, no matter the way that you pointed out. Ooh, was it my roommate? I gotta credit him on this. My boy. He pointed out something that was super interesting that people aren't pointing out is amendment number 3. You're not allowed to house soldiers, right? Government officials are soldiers, right? The intention for that amendment was jointed by the Fourth Amendment. You're not allowed to search without a warrant and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, search and seizure.
Right. Is the exact same thing on what the Third Amendment was. On a more extreme level. First, you're not allowed to come into my house and start searching without a warrant. The Third Amendment talks about you're not allowed to be in my house, so you can't listen to anything that I'm going through, because that's what the British were doing. They were like, hey, we got to live here, so now you got to let me search through all your shit. Now people are saying, because the amendment was made for that purpose, people are saying, what about Amazon? What about Alexa listening? What about the government listening to all my shit in my house? Like, that's what they're trying to compare it to. Is it an actual constitutional right that the Amendment 3 is talking about? That a government official, a soldier, quote unquote, is in my house and I'm housing them. And the Third Amendment says I'm now, again, it's my constitutional right that I shouldn't do it. Now,
Yeah.
the debate is on the interpretation, on how you want to interpret it. Because, if there's further documentation that further supports the whole fact that, like, no, this is what the amendment, really means, or yes, the Third Amendment was supposed to, keep anyone out of your house. And the Third and Fourth Amendment were supposed to be conjoined together. Who knows? But I thought it
Yeah,
was,
they didn't see the future, but they had the common sense of it that
yeah.
it is what it is.
Now, my question is, if the government's not allowed to use their information, what about a corporation? A corporation's not a soldier. A corporation's not government at all. And that's what I'm really worried about is places like Disney, Google, fucking
Oh yeah,
a
they're
big cellular
there.
device. Basically, what I'm worried about, and that's like the whole what was it, conspiracy side and shit, is basically companies becoming monopolies influencing government change.
That's Google.
Oh yeah.
That's why
And
they were getting sued in Europe.
what was it? That's why what was it? The big shit that's happening on YouTube right now. People are losing their shit on YouTube because of the fact that what was it YouTube? I guess I've been hearing shit on both sides that YouTube is messing with elections. YouTube is suppressing certain people from saying certain things and stuff like
True.
that. You hear it on the more on the Republican level, which I always want to try to be in the middle, on the middle of some shit. And
Right.
on a Democratic for a Democratic person.
Well, because you should. That's the way it should work.
Oh, of course.
Because each side has some crackpot shit going down.
Right.
If they ever met in the middle, God help us. you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, you have Republicans that represent one side of the coin with some crackpot shit added to it, and then Democrats that go far off. And that's the thing with Democrats today is how they're acting like conservatives.
Yeah, my worry with Democrats is what was it? Not like, and again, yeah, how we both know there's some crackpot shit on either side. My worry with Democrats is the cannibalism inside of it. That's what I'm worried about. Is like they're taking out their own. Like you see Democrats killing out other Democrats, canceling out people, hating other people for certain areas. Like it's very confusing over there. And the
Well,
only time I
because
can see right.
they can't get down how liberal.
There's no
There's no
foundation.
doorstop.
Yeah, there's no
There's
foundation.
nothing. Yeah,
There's
it
nothing
used to be like these are our rights, and we're gonna use them to the motherfucking fullest.
yeah, Democrats were all about like three big things: foreign affairs, gay rights, and what was it? Black people and their rights.
I was about
Like
to
that's
say head.
hey, maybe I think we can all come together in the middle and say like, hey, I think we're all good on some head. I think we all deserve. I think reparations. The American populace deserves some kind of head, right? I think we can agree on that. That's how we. Peace.
That's the backstop.
You know what? That's our foundation.
Universal head. That's where we stop.
And you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
and
have
that's
to.
and yeah. I understand what you're saying. Like, there's
Right.
no backstop to it.
Yeah.
Like their side just keeps going as far as they can just push it.
They're trying to be so. They're trying to be
So
so
what
inclusive
if
and
my dog wants rides? You're like, what?
holy shit. Yo, what was it? I
Pets
gotta
have
send.
rides.
I gotta send you a link. I have to send you this link. I haven't seen the TED Talk yet, but
Oh shit.
you gotta see it. There's a fucking TED Talk that talks about. I'm not bullshitting you, and this is. I'm not gonna say this is related to Democrats. I'm not gonna say that. But this one person, I'm gonna just blame it on this person because we're just talking about inclusivity, just trying to bring everyone in. Everyone's a person. Blah blah blah. Yo,
Yeah.
there's this
Hello.
fucking. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. There's this fucking TED Talk. This woman. I don't know why I tried to say it so intensely, but basically, the speaker was basically creating the argument that pedophiles, like just giving sympathy towards pedophiles, considering it like I would say to go to far say that it's a sexual preference. Like I'm talking like gay, straight, bi, and stuff like that.
Right. I've seen that argued or
I
tried to be
haven't.
argued.
Right. I haven't seen the TED Talk, and I want to watch it just so I can get some heat going. Because like just hearing that argument even possible out there, I'm just like, guys, you know what? I was okay. Like I'm okay with everything that you had to offer. Go ahead, fuck a dishwasher. I'm okay with that. I really am. As long as you do it in the
Marry it.
private. Yeah.
Suck it.
Do it.
You know.
You know what? Do the craziest shit. Like fucking BDSM that damn wishwasher. Make it wet as hell. I don't care. Do what you want.
Right.
But we're talking pedophilia? No. If there's a line, that's the fucking line.
Yeah.
To even consider that argument, to even consider that argument, no, there's something fucked there. I'm sorry. Like I don't like.
I think because what happens on the liberal approach is it's gone off the rails as far as like there's no set morality.
Yeah, there's no white.
As a
No
human
white,
being in the end.
Yeah, there's no white, there's no black. It's just all gray. And when you have all gray, like what was it? You're building my roommate and I were just talking about it. Basically, you have to have a solid foundation of something. You have to. You have to have, 5 floors of some solid shit. And then, on your higher up floors, go ahead. Have it be a little bit flexible. Add some rebar in the concrete. Have some of that earthquake, shockwave shit so it can bend and move and stuff like that. Go ahead. Add that to your top floors. But like the bottom floors, you got to have that foundation just set up. Are you doing like whippets or something? What are you doing?
No, I'm spraying silicone in my sliding door.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Keep talking, I'm listening.
Oh shit, I'm falling.
But yeah. Like you gotta build your values on something solid. You can't just and like what I'm seeing on the Democrats, and what's hard about it, I wish they were
There's
back
no
to like
bar.
no, they're building their shit on fucking quicksand. And they're just saying like, no, we'll just build more on it. Yeah, sure. You know what? You could fuck this. You could fuck that. Love is love. No, I'm sorry, but love isn't just love. Turns out love is divided into certain certain areas and shit. Turns out there's love for your friends, there's love for your strangers, there's love for whatever moral high power you want to do, where it's nature, your religious beliefs, or basically you just believe in yourself or some shit. I don't know. You got to do that to a higher power. And then there's love for an actual like sexual mate, marriage, and stuff like that. Turns out love is divided into those different sections. But when you just say love is love, that's when you start getting into the whole argument of pedophilia and stuff like, well, if they genuinely love someone, then love is good. So
Yeah, but
maybe there's
that's
something.
taking rights of somebody who can't.
Yeah. And we already see that in fucking third world countries and shit like that with arranged marriages and stuff. And I'm surprised that shit is still going on till this day. You got 12-year-olds getting married to 10-year-olds and
Shit. You got 12-year-olds getting married to fucking 50-year-olds.
that's fucking true. And like, what was it? Like those old dudes are confident to tell you that.
It's all kinds of crazy shit that goes down.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
There's literally a fucking meme about a guy who supposedly didn't kill himself because he owned a pedophile island. Like, fuck, dude.
And look, nobody been to try because everybody that hit that island was rich.
Oh, the world would have burned if that list went out.
Yeah.
Fuck. The world would have burned. You would have seen from like shit. I wouldn't be like. I'll be completely fucking honest. Maybe like just a man. Fuck. Because like what was it? They were always like. Of course they were quickly to assume that President Trump was there. But just imagine if his name was on there, and then lo and behold, a bunch of Democrats were on there. Fucking Bill Clinton was on there. Then some British Royal Army shit was on there. Some Indian prime minister. I think they have a prime minister. I really don't know. But
And that was another thing they thought.
what was it? Go ahead.
They thought that he was Mossad, which is Israeli, like super spy group. It's all over, and they thought that that's why longest time untouchable.
I wonder how many things he influenced with that information.
Oh, he blackmailed the shit out of people.
Right, but I wonder if like anything like world news wise, like I mean, just imagine like if he affected 9/11 shit. Like just imagine if he had that evidence to like just imagine if George Bush went to that island, some shit. I don't know. Like, and I'm just like, hyperbolizing on shit. I might be diving into some deep end type stuff, but like just imagine if he had some blackmail on some high power people. I wonder what influence if he said like, hey, you know what? How about send some money to this organization? Maybe
that's
fuck
why
up.
they killed him.
Right, maybe fuck up this stock a little bit. I'll be right back.
Deals, the shit went down like.
What were we saying? Sorry.
I'm saying that I'm sure deals.
Oh yeah.
Got like there's some things.
I'll tell you what. I'm really starting to like. Really am starting to like Budweiser.
Like what?
It's really good. It's a hefty beer. It doesn't taste like shit like Heineken or Guinness or any of those like dark beers. I'm sorry, but like I'll be completely honest. I hate those like hefty beers where you just see the guys just like, yeah, it's all about the hops. I like a beer. I'm like, dude, I like a beer too. I don't like shit.
Yeah, I don't like. There's some like, I don't know. Like I like Mexican beers that are like not light,
right?
But
Mexican beer gives me heartburn. I gotta have a Tom every time. Like, I knock back some Coronas or some Modelo's? Fuck.
Yeah, it's it's like one of those. I think it's a different taste, and
Yo, when I was dating that one, when I was dating that one girl, who was Latina, she took me over to what was it? Her friend's like pre-engagement party. I got to hang out with them. Very cool. I actually got to meet them beforehand. Had a great like double date with them. Great. I'll tell you what, I had a great time with them. But I'll tell you what, the first time I joined them, it was like, first of all, I finally understand like being a black guy going to a white person's family or a Mexican going to a white person's family because I was the only white guy there. And then what was it? No. There's two white guys, me and like another dude. And when I saw him, I knew exactly what every minority felt. I looked at him and I was like, my dude. But oh my gosh, I had a great time. Great music, like great vibe. Everyone was hilarious there. And dude, I was knocking back. What was it? They were making me okay. What was it? I forgot to tell you this. But you know how what's the beer that's called where it's the tomato juice and beer?
Clamato.
Clamato.
Or what is it? Oh shit.
like you had a bunch of them, like the Modelo's with tomato in it.
Yeah, michelada.
Yeah, I had a legit one of those, and you know what? I love
You
it.
like it?
I love it. And I realized, like, I'm gonna be like, you know what it is?
That's awesome.
You know, I fucking loved it. The problem
It's like
is, I
it's
like
like a
a
meal.
yeah. Oh yeah, I like a legit one though. That like I'll be surprised. Like the stuff that I had, like the what was the Bud Light one, the Miller Light one, and shit. I can't handle it. I
Yeah,
got
a real michelada that's made with you
oh,
can you make it with like they have a piccata
was it the
and
oh
it's
shit
like
on the red
yeah,
solo cups, kind of like a margarita, and then even on the like the edge on the inside of the cup, they had fucking chili and lime seasoning like pasted on the side
yeah.
of it. So fucking when I was drinking that, had that salt and chili and lime coming in too. And so I drank one of those and I was like, fuck, where's the Tums? I need because I know I'm gonna be drinking a bunch of these because I absolutely love it. And midway during that shit, what was it? Her fucking abuela comes in and she's handing me a bunch of candies, just being the sweetest lady in the whole wide world. And she's handing me a bunch of these little what was it, like banana with chili pepper wrapped around and stuff like that. The shit was so sweet and like tasty and stuff, dude. It was awesome. It was awesome. I'll be honest. I'm kind of like I wouldn't mind trying to go for a legitimate Mexican gal when I get back home because that shit was awesome. I got hooked.
Yeah. I love I love the food, like the real food and
Yeah.
yeah, I can take you to a couple places in Indy, like the Mexican grocery stores with bars on the back,
Oh my goodness.
and they'll make you a real, michelada.
And holy shit, you want to talk about some people that can crack up, take a bunch of jokes and shit like that. Was we were all hammered by the end of the night and stuff, and I'm cracking some like what was it? There was a point in time to where like we're both like what was it? I think we started off like with the Power Rangers and stuff like that, and we were talking about race and shit. And then by that point, we're all almost like taking a fucking knee because we were just making fun of each other,
Oh
and
yeah,
it was fucking great. Yeah,
yeah. It's
they were absolutely hilarious. Hilarious.
I'm surprised you two broke up.
Well, it's just the fact that I mean, what was it? First off, too, it was the fact that what was it? We weren't really trying to do like the first after the second day you kind of start fucking because she was on the whole fact that like she wanted something serious and I was like, oh sweet, okay, sweet, like because like I would definitely say right now either what was it? Not really right now, but basically the fact that what was it? No, we talked about this. I'm kind of just going along with the flow, and if I hit something real that feels real, then I'm gonna go for it. But if I hit something that's just a nice thing, we'll move. Well, we'll move with it and stuff. And I'm going towards that.
Right.
Sorry, my mic is doing something. Okay, we're good. We're good. But what was it? It was the whole fact that so it wasn't the fact that we weren't having sex because the fact like we both agreed on the fact that it's just like okay, like we're gonna have a few dates, we're gonna see where it goes and stuff. And like we were open, we were talking about the conversation, we were kissing, making out, we were having a good time. I was meeting up with all her friends. I'm seeing things are getting serious and stuff like that. We're having a good time and stuff. But then it just came down to the factor that she was she was a little bit younger and she was still going through college and I'm already kind of going down the career path. I'm planning on like, I'm gonna be leaving like within about a year and some
Right.
shit. And she was just kind of seeing, I think, I'll be honest, I think she was a little bit intimidated, man. She was seeing someone that probably had, everything going and she wanted something. She definitely felt the fact that she was like, maybe, I needed to knock out some things. Or maybe it was
Yeah.
the fact that she really wanted to fuck and we weren't fucking, and I just didn't catch it. I have no idea.
Oh, you guys never slept together?
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That
Well,
might have
fuck.
been it.
Well, fuck. I mean, the first time I asked her to spend the night, and she was just like, what was it? My grandma always said, you spend the night in someone's room, you're bound to get pregnant. I was just like, fuck. All right, if you're gonna.
God, golly.
Yeah.
That's a
No.
stretch.
Yeah. So immediately, like, I'm like, okay, shit, and then. So like that's what I was coming off of, and I was just like, all right, cool. I mean, you're a really cool person. You're hilarious. She had a great personality, fucking hilarious. And I thought everything was going good, but then there was just it was in the point of the relationship where either you could tell that like, okay, this is gonna go for a long time, or we're kind of dozing off a little bit. It was during that little awkward phase. And then what was it? It was just the whole like text, like, "Hey, can I come over for a second?" I'm like, "Fuck, all right, I already know what's going down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
man, I think I'm going to let you get to bed because I'm going to need to go to bed.
Yeah. Do you want? Do we want to Do we want to end it off on a good note?
No. No, just kidding.
No, let's actually try to end off every episode on just like a fuck, man.
And then they cut it off. It's like the second season of Stranger Things.